Hello, this is Statistical and Geospatial Insights, YouTube. We are meeting in lesson number 6, definitions of hypothesis. By the end of this lesson, you shall be able to define hypothesis in its broader sense. First of all, let us look at the origin of the word hypothesis. The word hypothesis comes from the Greek word hypothesis, which means a basis or a suppositions or a guess or idea or possibility. It combines hupo means under and thesis means placing. Other meaning of hypothesis means proposition, assumptions, conjecture, postulate. A hypothesis can be defined as a tentative explanation of the research problem. It is tentative because it is not yet confirmed. It is a possible outcome of the research or an educated guess about the research outcome. Hypotheses are always in declarative sentences, and they relate either generally or specifically variables to variables. Declarative sentence. This is a sentence that provides facts or conveys information and it gives a detail about what it does explain. A hypothesis is a statement or explanation that is suggested by knowledge or observation but has not yet been proved or disapproved. It is an idea. It is a claim that we want to test. It is a formal statement, means it is an official statement that predicts the relationship between two or more variables. For example, time spent in studying is positively correlated with the student's grades. This is an example of hypothesis which is relating the time spent on the study and the grades of the student. What makes a good hypothesis? First of all, a good hypothesis must be a declarative statement. It should be able to be tested. It should show an expected relationship between the variables. If a hypothesis is not supported, you have still contributed to the body of knowledge. A poor hypothesis is the one that packs too much in by including multiple variables or making subjective claims such as fertilizer is better for flowers than it is for vegetables. First of all, you have multiple variables which are not related. And the other thing is that in this example, better cannot be quantified, how better it is. Number two, a poor hypothesis is too vague and broad. For example, there is a relationship between diet, there is a relationship between diet and heart health. This relationship here is not specified. What type of relationship? Is it association? Is it what and what? Hypothesis should reflect the theory or literature. It must be based on the existing theories of knowledge. For example, based on the theory that regular exercise improves health outcomes, then the hypothesis can say adults who exercise at least 3 times a week will have lower blood pressure than those who exercise less than once a week. Hypotheses should be able to be tested. For example, empirically, testing a hypothesis involves designing an experiment to collect data that can prove or disapprove a prediction about the relationship between variables. Hypothesis should be able to express relationship between variables. For examples, increased study time and access to resources lead to better exam scores. You have complex hypotheses. First of all, Relationship between multiple variables such as study time, resources, and exams scores are all connected here. Thank you to attend this lesson. See you in the next lesson. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel.